Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na.
Destination Gambia, for the adventurous in you. There are unlimited earth-friendly resorts in the Gambia, all of which possess individual charm and elegance, which tourists find irresistible. Deep in the African bush, to the northeast of Bakama, the Makasutu Cultural Forest is a study in ethnic creativity set against a stunning green wilderness that is continually fed by a tributary of the Gambian River. The name Makasutu is a local Mandinka word which means a holy or sacred forest, and a sojourn into its depths certainly provokes in one a feeling that borders on reverence. At the Makasutu Craft Market, handmade creations accost you at the gate, with larger-than-life features that define the expressions of cultural objects, while abnormal limbs underline the abstract nature of African art. The resort itself was conceived in a sensitive manner, with structures designed to fit into the spaces dictated by the trees, so that nothing is an intrusion, but rather a complement of nature.
We've seen a lot of birds. Now, I haven't counted them how many we've seen, but every time we go out mornings and evenings, so every time we've just taken a walk around the woods here and just the gardens of the resort itself, the lodge itself, we've seen quite a lot of birds.
My attitude would be to spread the gospel when I go back straight away. The security, the feel in the place. The staff couldn't do enough for you to make sure you're taken care of in every direction, and that's a lovely sense of security when you come from another country.
You can't praise it highly enough. It is such a warm, welcoming place, and it's away from the tourist trap of the beaches. It's more of the real Africa, if that doesn't sound too silly. But it's so welcoming, but you've got the wildlife and much more natural surroundings.
We actually won an award for the best eco lodge in the world, and which was quite surprising. At that time we were going back to England with the Gambian Tourism Authority for market trading, sort of seminars. And so this particular year we were going back with the Gambian Tourist Authority, and it's coincided with the award for the best eco lodge in the world, which we were very surprised, because this was 600 other destinations in the world, and the next one close to us was the Galapagos Islands. So we couldn't believe it. So having won this award has been very good for us, because after that many newspapers and magazines would want to come and find out all about us. So this has been the beginnings of something really exciting happening in terms of putting the Gambia, of course, which is first, and Makasutu Cultural Forest second, and then Mandina River Lodge, which is how we won the award.
Gangways made from wooden planks form a rickety pathway into the resort's wooded areas, with bird-watching towers raised to advantageous heights and overlooking the entire region. This exclusively run eco-tourist reserve is open daily to the public, with provision for full or half-day guided cultural eco-tours throughout the year.
For a normal day visit, it's best to get here about 8 o'clock. That being, we can have breakfast. There's a small breakfast already as part of the tour, which is biscuits and coffee and things like that, first of all. Then, depending upon the tide of the river, because it's tidal, one can go on a forest walk first. Afterwards, you can have a river trip. It's about a 45-minute river trip from one area to another, all part of Makasutu. And that's the beginnings of the day, up until around 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, you can then go on another trip around the forest and come back and have lunch. And after that, there's entertainment, which is the Jolla dance troupe will dance for you, and the kora player will play the kora.
Within the reserve, 5-star luxury ecotourist accommodation known as the Mandina Lodges occur naturally on the banks like extensions of the environment and propped up right on the tributary amidst wild bush mangroves. We make our way onto the tiny jetty and set out for Sitanunku.
Everybody keep boxing.